We are in 2.7 part 2. The first part was adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing functions. This time we're putting a function inside of a function. This could be, think of a real life example being you have two different discounts. So say you had $50 perfume and you took $10 off, and the other coupon was for 20% off. Say you apply the $10 coupon first. Well, applying that function first, then you're taking the new amount, $40, and taking a percent off of that. So you're putting a $50 amount inside one function and then taking that result and putting it inside another function. So this is called composition of functions. So it says if I have f of g of x or f of g of x, that's what they both equal. What would it be if I had these two functions? So f of g of x is saying take your function f, which is x plus 2, and you're not putting x inside your function anymore. You're putting an entire other function inside of your function. And what do you get? That's it. So it's like you're applying a function and then applying another function, and then you're doing it at once to just get a new function that is the same result as if you applied a function after another function. Now, if I had it backwards, g of f of x, it's saying, okay, g function is 4 minus x squared. Replace x with f of x. If a quantity is squared, it's a quantity times itself. Then you have to distribute the negative, and you get negative x squared minus 4x. The 4's cancel. Pause the video, rewind if you need to. And then the other one asks, find f of g of x and then state what the domain is. So that means it's probably not a polynomial. A polynomial function is like x to the first, x squared, x to the third, x to the fourth, and so on. So this probably isn't a polynomial function if they're asking for the domain. There's probably something tricky, which I see as square root, so that's probably why. It says find f of g of x. Well, f is the square root of x. We're going to replace x with this entire function. So that's your answer. However, they want to know the domain. The domain, you can use any number except when you're going to receive negatives because you can't take square roots of negatives. So the radicand, or the stuff underneath, has to be greater than 0 or equal to it. So you're not really finding 3, you're finding your critical numbers. So is it negative infinity to negative 3? I apologize. Is it, and these should be brackets because negative 3 to 3. Sorry, I'm holding the paper and trying to draw on it. Or 3 to infinity. So you have to check those intervals. All right. If I use a negative 4 squared is negative 16. Or I'm sorry, 16 with a negative, that'd be negative 13. So this wouldn't work. If I try this interval, let's try 0. It'll work. Let's try 3 to infinity. Let's try 10. 10 squared is 100. No, it's not going to work. So your domain, just like the other one, is negative 3 to 3. All right, you have suggested homework. Make sure you complete it so you're able to ask questions Wednesday. Your homework for this is due Thursday at midnight.